Welcome to our college briefing show. Today, we're diving into the wild world of education funding as Republican-led states keep rolling out massive school voucher programs, even amidst budget worries. With Texas and Florida spending billions, critics worry these initiatives are draining public school resources, while supporters say they offer vital choices. It's a heated debate about the future of education funding. Next, in Canada's political scene, Windsor is buzzing with last-minute visits from Liberal leader Mark Carney and NDP's Jagmeet Singh. Both are fighting hard to sway the tight race in Windsor West, a key battleground. It's all about energizing voters in this crucial final weekend, with the national election hanging in the balance. Finally, in NFL news, Aussie punter Jeremy Crawshaw has made history by being drafted by the Denver Broncos, the first Australian punter to do so. After stellar college stats, Crawshaw is poised to compete for a starting spot and bring some down under talent to the league. It's a big step for Australian players, making it big on the gridiron. Please continue to watch for more details. The Toronto Star vividly illustrates the ongoing surge of school voucher programs across Republican-led states, where legislatures are increasingly allocating taxpayer funds to private and homeschooling options amidst economic uncertainties. Texas's recent $1 billion voucher initiative exemplifies this trend, alongside similar efforts in Tennessee and debates in North Dakota, which was vetoed last week. These programs, initially targeted at low-income and special needs students, are now expanding to encompass most families, leading to substantial budget concerns. For instance, Florida's upcoming school year will see nearly $3.9 billion spent on vouchers, about 7% of the state's general revenue, while Arizona allocates nearly 5%. As these costs balloon, critics warn that public school funding may suffer, especially as federal pandemic relief diminishes, intensifying competition for a shrinking financial pie. Campaign contributions have played a pivotal role in swaying lawmakers, with recent victories in Alabama, Louisiana, and Tennessee showcasing the political momentum behind school choice, despite the potential long-term fiscal challenges and debates over equitable resource distribution. CBC reports on the intense political activity in Windsor, Ontario, as the final weekend of the Canadian federal election campaign unfolds, spotlighting visits from both Liberal leader Mark Carney and NDP leader Jagmeet Singh. Carney's rally at the Ambassador Bridge, symbolically emphasizing Windsor's critical role in Canada's auto industry and its stand against Trump's tariffs, underscores the strategic importance of this battleground riding. Meanwhile, Singh's presence at a Unifor rally and his appeals to local voters highlight the significance of the election's outcome for working-class communities. As the campaign narrows down, political analysts note that Windsor's shifting political landscape, once considered a safe NDP stronghold, reflects the broader national trend toward a tighter two-party race. With leaders emphasizing issues like trade, economic resilience, and local employment, the final push aims to sway undecided voters, illustrating the crucial role of in-person visits in boosting party support and shaping the election's outcome. The Toronto Star also details Cincinnati Bengals' strategic focus during the NFL draft, emphasizing their commitment to protecting quarterback Joe Burrow and bolstering their defense. The team prioritized offensive linemen and defenders, selecting 5 out of 6 players for those roles, including Texas A&M's Shamar Stewart and Clemson's Barrett Carter, to address past defensive struggles and potential trades, such as that of Trey Hendrickson. Coach Zach Taylor expressed confidence in the new defensive coordinator, Al Golden, to rapidly integrate these rookies into a revamped unit. On the offensive side, third-round pick Dylan Fairchild is expected to compete immediately for a starting guard position, leveraging his wrestling background and compatibility with Bengals' pass-heavy scheme. The draft choices reflect a clear blueprint: fortify the line, enhance defensive depth, and prepare for possible roster changes, all aimed at ensuring Burrow's protection and maintaining offensive explosiveness for the upcoming season. In the BBC article, the political landscape in the United States is vividly painted as a tumultuous battlefield for Democrats, who are currently grappling with internal divisions and a lack of cohesive strategy in opposition to President Trump's agenda. Despite the party's struggles, figures like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders are actively rallying in conservative areas, emphasizing economic grievances and framing the fight as a battle against oligarchy. The article highlights the growing dissatisfaction among the Democratic base, which yearns for more assertive action and tangible results, rather than mere opposition. This unrest has sparked a broader debate within the party about its future direction, with some advocating for a shift toward the center, exemplified by Gavin Newsom's controversial outreach to right-wing strategists, and others calling for fresh faces and bold new strategies to reconnect with voters and regain power. The South China Morning Post offers a charming and intriguing story about Yuan Mengmeng, a teacher in China who has captivated social media with her striking resemblance to the famous actress Liu Fei. Known as the fairy sister in China, Liu's reputation for beauty and elegance has made her a beloved icon, and Yuan students are enchanted by her appearance and demeanor, likening her to Liu both in looks and spirit. Despite her popularity, Yuan's story sparks a nuanced discussion about identity and nationality, as Liu's American citizenship and her ineligibility for certain Chinese awards create controversy. The story underscores how social media can elevate ordinary individuals to celebrity status based on appearance and personality, while also prompting reflections on cultural pride and the complexities of identity in a globalized world. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation chronicles the remarkable rise of Jeremy Crawshaw, an Australian punter who has been drafted by the Denver Broncos in the NFL. At just 23, Crawshaw has distinguished himself through his exceptional college career at the University of Florida, setting records and showcasing versatility with a range of punting styles. His skill and composure under pressure have positioned him as a potential key player for the Broncos, joining a select group of Australian punters making their mark in the league. This story celebrates the journey of a talented athlete breaking new ground in American football, highlighting the global reach of the sport and the promising future that lies ahead for Crawshaw as he aims to make a lasting impact in the NFL. The death of Dr. Raymond LeBounty Puffer, as reported by Yahoo US, paints a vivid picture of a man whose life was fueled by a passion for aviation, history, and community service. Born in Michigan, Ray's journey took him through the skies as a licensed pilot, and into the depths of military history, where he served as chief historian at Norton and Edwards Air Force bases. His talents extended beyond academia. He was a prolific writer, a commentator on documentaries, and an artist who crafted intricate military miniatures and oil paintings of his hometown. His diverse pursuits, from community theater to hospital chaplaincy, reveal a man devoted to both his passions and his community, leaving behind a legacy of dedication and creativity. Yahoo US reports that federal funding cuts under the Trump administration have significantly impacted the University of Maryland, canceling or pausing over 50 research grants worth tens of millions of dollars. The university's leadership expressed concern over the unpredictable nature of these cancellations, which stem from shifts in agency priorities, budget reductions, and staffing cuts. This financial strain is not isolated. Harvard University has filed a lawsuit over $2 billion in withheld funds, illustrating a broader national crisis in research funding. Maryland's officials are actively engaging with Congress and national organizations to advocate for their researchers and explore alternative funding avenues, emphasizing the importance of sustained scientific inquiry amid these challenges. The Globe and Mail details a dramatic incident in Toronto where multiple homes caught fire after a gas line was struck during construction work on Balmoral Avenue. The fire, which broke out around 4:12 p.m., was reportedly ignited by a hydro wire after a contractor accidentally hit the gas pipe. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, and the fire was quickly contained with the gas shut off. Several homes nearby were evacuated as a precaution, but the affected area was reopened by evening. This incident underscores the dangers of construction accidents and the importance of safety protocols, highlighting how a single mistake can escalate into a community-wide emergency, yet also demonstrating effective emergency response and recovery efforts. The New York Times vividly captures the ongoing transformation in weather reporting driven by climate change, emphasizing the critical importance of public weather data. At a recent Society of Environmental Journalists conference, experts like Sadie Babbitt and Jessica Mazzaros highlighted how political shifts, particularly within the NOAA, threaten the reliability of vital climate information. Amber Sullins shared her proactive approach, meticulously archiving data to safeguard against future shortages, illustrating the urgency for journalists to adapt in an era of diminishing resources. The panelists stressed that understanding climate change requires connecting the dots between local disasters and global trends, making complex phenomena relatable through tangible examples like the scorching heat's impact on Phoenix's homeless population or the death of iconic saguaro cacti. They advocate for storytelling that not only informs but also empowers audiences by spotlighting solutions, fostering hope amid alarming headlines. The Arizona Republic offers a compelling perspective on how local journalists tailor climate stories to resonate with their communities, transforming distant threats into immediate concerns. Joan Miners and Madeline Heim exemplify this by linking global warming to personal experiences, Miners breaking down heatwave reports for Phoenix residents, and Heim illustrating how Wisconsin's winter sports traditions are melting away due to warming winters. Meanwhile, Denise Ruby focuses on Florida's vulnerability to hurricanes and rising sea levels, framing climate change through the lens of property and economic security, which hits close to home for her coastal readers. These journalists leverage attribution science to underscore the human toll, demonstrating with data how specific weather events are intensified by climate change, thus making the abstract tangible and urgent for their audiences. The Toronto Star's coverage of NFL draft strategies offers a stark contrast but underscores a similar theme: the importance of intangible qualities like leadership and character. Titans' new general manager Mike Borgonzi exemplifies this by prioritizing traits that foster a strong team culture over raw athleticism, selecting players who demonstrate dedication, intelligence, and resilience. The Titans' focus on character reflects a broader understanding that sustainable success hinges on more than measurable skills. It's about building a cohesive, motivated team. Their strategic choices on the final day of the draft, emphasizing offensive skill positions to support their quarterback, illustrate a nuanced approach that values both talent and the intangible qualities that drive team cohesion. This philosophy echoes the idea that true strength, whether in weather resilience, community adaptation, or sports, comes from cultivating qualities that transcend measurable metrics. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Great dragon wakes ancient streets, leading change with modern beats. Cities rise and towers peak, new dawn breaking, bold and sleek. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all to play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roar, change the cars marching strong with mighty force. Whoa. New era, new wave, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but minds explore, east meets west and knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power demonstrates. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all to play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roars, change the course, marching strong with mighty force. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions their growth and peace. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. History made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold but minds explore, east meets west at knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold but minds explore, east meets west at knowledge door. Complex world they